Well, good morning. What we're going to do today is talk about what happens when I am in a campground and can, as my aunt calls it, unfurl. So, everything that you see here is stuff that I travel with all the time. But when I unfurl, which I'm doing here at a campground, this is the tent that broke. So, it's on its way out. But I'm at a campground. I'm almost alone here because it's very early season for Canadian campers. It is early May, and I have the chance to unfurl here for a good piece of time because I need to get some work done for a client and do some other stuff. Where's Buddy? Oh, there he is. And so I'm going to take you through what it looks like when everything that you've seen of me in the SUV full time actually gets some room to breathe. So let's start with the vehicle that you're familiar with. That rooftop is mostly my kitchen supplies. That's why it's open, because I'm setting up the kitchen for the day. And that mosquito netting that I have over the what I call the bedroom door is simply because if there are mosquitoes or anything at night, I put that up. But you can see I've taken almost everything out of here except for the bed and the cooler. I actually got a free electric site. So, what that means for me is that I can set up my little baby Keurig. And this is simply the insulator for the cooking device I'm currently using now, which I'll show you. But if you follow this along, you will see there's a little wash station. A lot of the camping stuff I store in here, which a lot of you know. But if you look and see how beautiful the bedroom is right now, with a lot of the stuff taken out. And then there's still, I have that storage up there for things like, warmer clothes at night. And this electrical has allowed me to run the fridge, which um, quite frankly allows me greater choices in food. So I've been out here for 3 days, and tomorrow I will go into town. Oh, over there, that is just my storage thing for my solar panels, which we'll talk about in a second. So I put up this just because it's unpredictable weather, and if necessary, I can move my office underneath there. But I figured get it out of the way and put it up. And for those of you who live on the road, you know what that tent is for. For those who don't, there's a portable toilet in there, but I also use it because it's pretty big. I use it to store things like, my running shoes and just some other packaging of things that get all packed up that I don't care if they get a little bit wet if it rains really hard. So the solar panels, bit of a long story, but I sort of have I have two batteries now and one set of solar panels. Long story that happened in Arizona when my first one broke, but now I have a replacement. So this is the smaller one, and it is just charged like this. And it is a Bluetti. But then I got back, I'm going to take you back to the car really quickly. Then I got back to Ottawa, and EcoFlow had replaced the big monster battery that I had. So I did without that for 2 months. So I have those two ways to get full power. But again, I'm in a site that is a luxury because I actually have power here for free. So this is the office component of what I do. I'm going to do a separate video on how I run a YouTube channel and participate in a podcast and am a digital nomad with very little equipment. But I'm going to go through that. But this is essentially the area that I have shooting equipment, chargers, my microphone for the podcast, the microphones. That's the little microphone carrier right there, my computer, and of course my coffee. This is essentially the kitchen part and the fighting mosquitoes when it probably happens next week. And this is what I've been cooking on because my camp stove broke and I have to get a replacement tomorrow. But this is commonly known as a hot logic. People make their lunches in them when they work in office buildings and stuff like that. I just had tomato soup, and it is an amazing machine. So if we go back over here to the other part of the kitchen area, these are things that I'm sort of putting together. But for example, you could put the in the hot logic, make your that's ready-made rice. You just have to add water and put that into both sides. There are some tortillas, and then I'm just prepping all the salad parts, and that's the tomato soup that I had this morning. And who doesn't need more spinach in their diet? So if you look at everything from this side, this just has things like, bubbly water and stuff in it. Buddy's dog food area, 2 propane tanks. They get stored in the back unit over there. These are the sparkly drinks I like. They don't endorse me or anything, but I'm a big fan of those. Um, Buddy's water, Buddy's teeth cleaning solution, and basically that's everything I need. And anything that I think raccoons could get into goes into the back of the vehicle um, every time we go to sleep. So I kind of liken it to a game of Tetris when I have to pack it all in, because I do sleep in the car some nights. And what I'll do is I'll take the solar panels, fold them up, put them on the top of the car, lock it, and all I have to do, everything else goes in the car or in the storage unit in the back, and then that tent just goes flat on top of the bed. And at nighttime, if I'm in a truck stop or something like that, I just put it on the back hitch. If someone wants to steal my $20 tent, I guess they're going to. And so all of that goes in there, but enables me to camp anywhere without having to unfurl. And this is where I am. It's called Wesley Clover Park. It's in basically downtown Ottawa, but the west end of it. And because there's very few people here, there's one over there that you can barely see. And so Buddy and I have had this entire space to completely unfurl. And now I'm sitting in my office. I wanted those of you who watch but don't subscribe, I'm sort of begging a little bit, simply because it's free for you, and it's going to, when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we are able to start raising money for Buddy's dog rescues. Wherever we travel, we're hoping to make a donation because we are traveling again after Labor Day. So I'll tell you more about that later. But if you just subscribe, it really helps us, and you will get notified whenever we post a new video. And I'd be really grateful. Hope you're having a great day.